Hello and welcome once again to the Thrifty Collector. Today we're going to go over some of my recent eBay purchases and hopefully cards I'll soon be sending out through the mail. Trying to always find something new, something exciting, except for sending the same cards to the same guys over and over again. I was on the internet and I actually saw this card signed. This is a 1968 Topps Roland and Martin Laugh-In card. And if you don't know who this is Ruth Buzzie. She was one of the mainstays on that show for years and years and years. And Ruth actually published her address and said, please send me stuff. It was kind of funny. She's like, I'm not as famous as I once was. Just make sure you send a self-addressed stamped envelope. So when I saw all that, I said, I've got to get this card. So I went ahead and purchased this card. There was one that was really beat up, looked like somebody spilled coffee on about half of it, and the guy wanted like $10 for it. And then there was one or two PSA cards that were quite pricey. And this one came up to me at a really good price. I think I might have paid $5 shipped for this card. So just the fact that Ruth Buzzie was on this very memorable TV show in the 1960s, I wanted to get this, wanted to get it signed. I do have a VHS of a horror movie. It was called The Being, probably from the mid-'80s, that she was also in. So I'm going to send her this card. If she signs this card, I'll probably take that inlay out of the case and go ahead and send that to her. A couple of other ones that I picked up. There was wrestling sets where they were kind of like games, and they had a lot of wrestlers that never had cards. This guy's Hollywood John Tatum. If you've never actually seen Hollywood John Tatum, he was best friends with Michael P.S. Hayes in Pensacola growing up. His gimmick was Michael P.S. Hayes to the fullest extent, really, on that one. Now, we do have him to thank for bringing Missy Hyatt into wrestling. They were dating at the time. Hollywood Tatum, he proclaimed to be, I think it was a 72nd degree black belt. His matches are kind of funny. He did have some good moves, had some good mic skills, never went to the WWF or WCW. And one of the reasons why was because by the time he was coming up, he actually had a very good family business. And there is a local family business in the Panhandle of Florida that he actually owns. He is the owner of the Pensacola Fairgrounds. Now, I have sent to him once. I sent him some cards, and he actually wrote me a note back saying, I'm sorry I spilt, and they were generic cards, just generic wrestling cards. Didn't even have his picture on it. He said, I spilt coffee all over them. Please, send me back something, and I'll be happy to sign it. So hopefully I'll send this out to John, hopefully today, and I'll get this back to him. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, Hollywood John Tatum would be a good one. The next one, let's see how well I do this. The next one is a guy called Giant Warrior. And I actually found wrestler Giant Warrior, and I was watching, one day I just Googled Abdullah the Butcher matches, and he was actually fighting Abdullah the Butcher, and this guy was massive. He was listed at 7 foot. If he's not at least 6'10", I would be shocked. He never really wrestled much in the States. He wrestled all over India, South America, Asia, even like Guatemala. He was in all these other little territories and never really made in the States. Puerto Rico a lot, and I think that's where that match with him and Abdullah the Butcher was in Puerto Rico. And a lot of those matches, especially with Abdullah the Butcher, were bloodbaths. Now, he didn't really get bloodied up like Abdullah did, and as far as I could tell, every match with Abdullah was always a count out. So but check this guy out. He was the Giant Warrior, and you'll see how the fact that he never got signed by the NWA, WCW, or WWF is quite amazing, because he was a massive individual. So I'm going to send these 3 out. They'll be going out tomorrow. So we'll try to keep track of those, see how they go. And let me know what you think about these. And if anybody's planning on getting these and sending them out, please let me know your success on them. Well, thank you once again for letting me talk, and stay thrifty and have a great day.